that we need to continue to stand strong to defend everybody's rights and freedoms.
So, you know, we're always blaming Jagmeet for holding the country hostage. But in all honesty, let's be realistic here. Nobody's holding Trudeau. Nobody's holding Trudeau to account for him holding the country hostage. And I'm going to show you, he actually premeditated that this was his intention. I actually starting to believe the current condition of Canada was intentional. And his latest move really sets the point for me. His intention is to destroy Canada and everything about Canadian lives and Canadian culture that he doesn't understand actually exists. But this is his goal. So, if you think about it, in 2021, when he held an election, after saying he would never hold an election during a pandemic, he did anyway, decided, hey, I can win a majority, and decided to hold an election. When the election results finally came back, in the fall of 2021, he didn't win anything. Came back with the exact same results that he had. But then he did something no other Canadian Prime Minister ever did. He went into hiding for a month without even accepting his win. Which was really bizarre, and everybody was speculating why, and oh, he's building his cabinet, da-da-da-da-da. But he didn't even come out and say, well, thank you, Canada, and you know, you gave me a mandate. He did that. He waited a month before he did that. And the reason he waited a month is his narcissism. This man decided he was so petty that he took it upon himself from that moment forward that he was going to destroy everything Canadian. So, first thing he did was he ensured that those that lost their jobs couldn't get them back by making companies mandate. I'm not going to get into what, but they mandated. Then he turned around, because that just completely sent Canadian citizens completely off the rails, and we decided to show our displeasure of this policy and this mentality by showing up at his front doors. For the first time in history, diesel prices are higher than gas prices and have been ever since. Actually, extraordinarily higher than gas prices. Then he took it upon himself to fund a war with our military equipment and monies. Fund a war that Canada's not involved in. Now, supporting Ukraine, because we have a lot of Ukrainians, that's an entirely different conversation. But when he took our military equipment, started shipping it across, plus handing out billions of dollars while telling veterans that they're asking for too much at the same time, yeah, this was intentional. So then, when that wasn't enough, he decided to take away one of our fundamental rights, freedom of expression and freedom of association. So anybody that was not left-leaning were not permitted to have an expressed point of view on any topic. So he went to the media, the social media platforms, and made them start shadow banning. Take my channel, for example. Shadow banning and, censoring content that was critical of the government. Yeah, that's the way we'll put it. It was critical of the government. Then, that wasn't enough. He started putting in more censorship bills. Again, attacking our fundamental right of freedom of expression. Okay, as human beings, those are our rights. Not just as Canadians, that's a fundamental human right. So then, he started making deals with China and India to start importing how can I put this? Start importing people to this country at a rate that was unsustainable. Completely unsustainable. And they knew it was unsustainable. There's reports that were sent to the immigration minister saying, this is unsustainable. We cannot do this. But they kept doing it anyway. Just completely ignored them. Now, we're getting closer to these days. He's turning around and mouthing off Trump left, right, and center throughout the election in the southern border and trying to compare Polyev to it. And he's decided that he's going to put together a committee that will, what's the word here? That will combat Trumpism, basically. Canada-U.S. relations. A committee based on Canada-U.S. relations. Then, but he doesn't do that for the Democrats. He only did it for Trump. He did it for Trump the first time Trump was in office. Then he did it for Trump. Now he's doing it for Trump the second time he's in office. And he even picks the head to chair this committee to be the one person Trump said he disliked. So Canada is going to end up getting shafted in this negotiations because he doesn't like Krista Freeland. And Krista Freeland even knows this. And the reporters know this. And they're saying, well, shouldn't you step aside? Nope. Because we're going to shaft Canada. We're going to destroy everything about Canada. Our military is down. Law enforcement is down because you sick the law enforcement on peaceful protesters. Sorry, recruitment. Let me rephrase that. Military recruitment's down because you sold off all our equipment and forced a mandate on people that didn't want a mandate. Uh-oh, we got people. Sorry guys, let's look in the forest. And then, so recruitment is down for that. Then you sicked police on peaceful protesters. So recruitment for law enforcement is down because it's just, you're abusing their power. I'll be back in a sec. Welcome to the Fringe.